Okay, so in this scenario here, what I've got is we've got two devices there. So this one here being zone 1 and this one here being zone 2. So I've wired zone 2 up a little bit different just to go through like a potential scenario a little bit later on in the video. So what I like a lot about the legacy 3000 panels is just how you can get to the zone so quickly and test them. So usually, you know, it's a great idea to go around and put like a little label sticker saying like what zone it is. You know, whether it's CO1, BO1, or at least the zone, so that way, you know, you can go back to the panel and then find it very quickly along down where it is. And this is with any alarm system, to be honest. It's just good housekeeping really, and it just makes fault finding a lot simpler. And I'll show you what you mean. So pretty much to test any zone, we go into the installer menu, so put the installer code in. I'll actually put in the video description how to default the installer code, so as long as the panel hasn't been locked, you'll be able to default the installer code, and yeah, then put your own one in. So we'll just do the scan. So okay, there. Now we go to menu, and then if we let it start scrolling across, number 4 should be testing. Okay, so we'll just hit that, and then you'll have your input there. So we go to number 1, and yeah, so once again, if you know what zone it is, it's like the label maker, your label marked, sorry, on the detector what it is. Like say it like belongs to EO1, you know, you could go to EO1, and then I don't know, let's say it was like zone 12, right? And it's as simple as that. Unfortunately, integrity systems don't do that. You have to actually know the name of the zone, whether it's like front entry PIR or something like that. So yeah, I really loved enjoying testing these. But anyway, not to get off track there a bit, so we'll go back to CO1, zone 1. Oh, hang on, what have we done there? Okay, so it's actually isolated at the moment. All right, cool. So what we do there, if we just press the menu to back out of there, I think it's number 3 that should be isolate. Yep, perfect. So we'll just press 3 there. So that's the zone that we want to do. Go to OK. It'll say it's isolated. What we're going to do is we're actually going to turn it on. Okay. So now the zone is enabled. So that is how you isolate or de-isolate a zone, right? So if you wanted to, you know, obviously if you pressed it off, then that would isolate the zone there as well, if you need to do that. So anyways, we'll go back to the menu, and then it was 4, and then 1. That's the zone there. Perfect, so we're sealed. All right, get the red LED, and now we're in alarm. All right, and it's going to be exactly the same with zone 2 as well. Okay, so that's alarm, and then it should go to seal. Perfect. Now, the scenario that I mentioned before that you may see, having double end of line resistors, so Concept uses 6K to cross the alarm and then 2K2 to the tamper, whereas Integrity just uses 2K2s. Now, I know it's very rare that you're going to install one of these, as they are obsolete, but look, you might be servicing one, you might have to replace a PIR or something like that. So, you know, just be good to know what resistor values that these puppies use. Anyway, so what I'll do real quick, let's just go back to zone 1 there. So sealed and alarm, perfect. I'll just tamper this puppy. All right. So that is how it's going to be wired. Okay. So you got the 6K in with the alarm contact, the twisted resistor into the common, and then the 2K2 goes over into the internal tamper there, and then the other core of the panel zone itself just goes at this side of the tamper there. So now that this has been tampered, this little thing there, it actually says tamper. All right. So then that's the advantage of having a double end alarm resistor, right? I'll push that one in, and then we go back to seal. Now, zone 2, what you might see out on the field, and this is very bad practice. The only time this would sort of be acceptable is if this tamper itself is faulty. So let's say, for example, and this goes with any alarm panel, right? If you install one of these and the tamper isn't working correctly, you know, and you couldn't get it going for whatever reason, this is how you'd wire it. So what I've done is on this, instead of having the blue on this side of the tamper, it's actually wired in with the 2K2, so completely skipping this contact here for the tamper. Okay, so now that covers off, it's not actually going to say tamper. It actually says it's sealed and alarm. All right, yeah, that's pretty much it with that one. Thanks for watching. I hope this helped. As mentioned, I'll put how to default the installer code in the description below. Other than that, that's wrap. Keep it simple.